answers. I think I'm entitled.
You want answers!
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work. When you go to church. When you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
All right, guys, we've got the potential here for a very dangerous situation setting up across the U.S., specifically in the areas that you can see this Arctic air here swirling down and above. There's going to be several rounds of this, as you can see right here. And they're calling right now this Arctic blast, this parade of at least 3 different systems, one of the most dangerous fronts they've ever seen in America. They say that this thing is scheduled to drop some of the coldest temperatures, record low temperatures, up to -50 across the country, and up to 18 inches of snow in many places. Some areas could see up to 2 feet. That's what the models are projecting. And if you're not going to see the snow, there is sleet and ice mixed in big time here. This is going to affect 200 million people. So the Arctic air here, no joke, it's going to come down and it's going to hit a bunch of warmth and moisture coming out of the region over Mexico. It's going to get pulled up and it's going to collide in this area, and it's going to dump just massive amounts of precipitation in the area. They say that they look at this one like this is the big one, so to speak, with areas like Texas, Mississippi, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, all the ones you can see right there are going to be caught in this storm. So a heads up here, because this is not one to mess with. People could get buried under the snow and be stuck for some time. So very cold air coming in behind this. So whatever it dumps, it's going to freeze over, and it's going to be like that for like a week afterwards. So this is a system you don't want to take lightly. They're saying catastrophic weather alert with this. So be prepared, get ready if you're in the path of this thing, and have a plan. Join me for the live streams going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Dabu 77. Talking about this and a lot more. Stay safe. Much love.
We are also talking about the individual who was shot, has died. We also have some video that is circulating on social media that shows what led up to this shooting. We want to warn you, this could be very graphic and upsetting for some of our viewers. The video shows a bunch of federal agents actually having an altercation with the individual on the ground. You can see one of the agents come in, they are punching the man, and then all of a sudden you hear gunshots. We're not exactly sure where those gunshots came from, but the crowd erupts after that happens. And like you see, once again, there's an altercation between that individual on the ground near 27th and Nicollet. Several officers on top of this individual. They are punching on him, and then you hear shooting and profanity. That is a video that is circulating on social media. It's been given to us, and we are sharing it with you as we learn more about what is exactly happening there and what happened at 27th and Nicollet. We're told that at 11:30 there will be a briefing by Mayor Jacob Fry as well as Police Chief Brian O'Hara. Since Operation Metro Surge began, they have been asking protesters and crowds to remain peaceful, and they will continue to do that again at 11:30 to briefing and talk more about this federal agent allegedly shooting an individual, and that individual, as we have learned, has died from his
aggressively attacking all
And this is Dabu 7. You guys are looking at chaos unfolding in Minneapolis. We have yet another shooting incident here. And as you can see right there in the footage, agents and protesters squaring off already en masse in the streets. The guy on the right in this image was apparently stopped or confronted by agents in the streets. There's still a lack of information surrounding this whole thing, but this individual was stopped. Apparently, a gun was seen by agents. They opened fire and they killed the guy. There's video of it out there, which I'm not going to be able to play here, but there's a skirmish with a bunch of agents on this guy here, and after the shots are fired, I mean, he's dead. He's laying there dead, without a doubt. Instantly, protesters swarmed the vicinity, not even knowing all the details, and chaos ensued. I will say this, anyone out there that wants to feed into any left-right stuff and you want to threaten other people, especially in my chat or anything associated with my channel, you can just go ahead and bounce. Anyone that wants to feed into this and play right into the trap of fighting against other people over these events, again, you've been warned. Everyone can have their opinion, but your threats are not going to be tolerated. So this man right here, deceased, as I said, you really have to examine the video footage. And beyond that, they're saying that this guy came up with the gun, the agents are, and they saw him, and they went to try to get it away from him. The video footage shows something a little bit different. Like, there's one wrestling him, but once they get him to the ground, it's like they all seen something. Maybe the gun popped out then, that's when they all seen it, and they all backed off, and then shots fired, and he's dead. Some are saying that he's a citizen with a permit to carry. Again, all these details not verified yet, 100%, but some of the stuff being talked about out there. This is no doubt going to fuel the fire up here. It already has, and I wouldn't doubt one bit if Donald Trump rolls out the Insurrection Act in response to all this here rather quickly. So that is some of the latest here. As I get more details, I will kick them out on X. But again, if you're looking to go up into this area, expect some chaos on the ground here between agents and protesters over this latest event. And join me for the live streams, going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Dabu 77, covering this and a whole lot more. Much love.
They killed him? Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Not again. Are you fucking kidding me? That guy's dead.
with you from another angle. This comes from Bring Me the News right here. This is from a different side of it. And again, I think you'll hear about 10 shots that were fired. Let's play this clip. And then I want to slow down the video for a second. You can see a gray agent over here. David Byer points this out. You can see a gray agent has nothing in his hands initially, but then he appears to run off with a gun. Maybe he's removing it from the victim, likely holstered, since we can see the victim's hands are free. It's unclear what's happening. I just want you to watch it for yourself. Play this clip.
All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to watch this video, but I'm going to slow it down. Now, I want you to watch this guy here, right? He's going to be the one that looks like he reaches over, takes the man's weapon, right? Looks like it's right here. And then he's going to turn around and run over here. This guy here looks like he's going to be the one that shoots. He comes over and then they just empty the clip. It's either him and them, these two, I think, were the ones that empty the clip. But pay attention to this guy the first time, the one with the gray on, and you're going to see him reach around and look like he takes the man's gun off of his holster, okay? So now let's go back to the footage.
The video shows a bunch of federal agents actually having an altercation with the individual on the ground. You can see one of the agents come in, they are punching the man, and then all of a sudden you hear gunshots. We're not exactly sure where those gunshots came from, but the crowd erupts after that happens. And like you see, once again, there's an altercation between that individual on the ground near 27th and Nicollet. Several officers on top of this individual. They are punching on him, and then you hear shooting and profanity.
Now, we're getting a statement from the Border Patrol right now. Here's what they're saying. Border Patrol agents are trained extremely well to protect themselves, their fellow agents, and innocent third parties. When a supposed peaceful protester brings a weapon, such as a loaded handgun, and brandishes it, there are going to be severe consequences and repercussions. Notice they don't say that it was pointed at the Border Patrol or that the Border Patrol was being shot at. What they seem to be saying is that if you invoke your Second Amendment rights and have a weapon, the right to bear arms, that you're going to get killed by the Border Patrol and Donald Trump's ICE Gestapo right now. Take a look at some of these frames that are frozen here so you can also see this from different angles. You'll see ICE agents pulling a gun from the holster with the right hand. You'll see ICE agents firing at him, causing the man to jerk away towards the opposite direction. ICE agents press the gun against the man's chest and they continue firing. The other ICE agents joins in on the execution. Again, I heard about 10 shots. As David Byer points out, ICE is now saying that he had a gun, but look carefully right here, the man's hands seem absolutely empty right now. And according to now state regime media, because Border Patrol is feeding information to state regime media, which calls itself Fox, this was indeed Border Patrol who was involved in this execution. And as Byer points out, Border Patrol agents shouldn't even be in the interior of the United States. Border Patrol now is leaking information like this to state regime media. Department of Homeland Security tells Fox the suspect was armed with a gun, which has been recovered by federal agents. And as Beyer points out, after they shot a woman 5 times in Chicago, Border Patrol agents said she had a gun, but it was in a holster the whole time. The agents proceeded to destroy the evidence in the case. Whatever the case is here, DHS can't be trusted. We're hearing from Governor Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota. He says, I just spoke with the White House after another horrific shooting by federal agents this morning in Minnesota. Minnesota has had it. This is sickening. The president must end this operation, pull the thousands of violent, untrained officers out of Minnesota now. We're hearing from Senator Smith and Senator Klobuchar, the senators from Minnesota. Minnesota's Democratic senators Klobuchar and Tina Smith reacted as such. Smith demanded that ICE leave following the catastrophic shooting so that MPD, the Minneapolis Police Department, can secure the scene and do their jobs. Senator Klobuchar said that she was working to get more information on the shooting, but said that Donald Trump and Republicans must get ICE out of our state now. Again, this is the 3rd shooting by a federal agent reported in Minneapolis in less than 3 weeks.
All right. So you see, these 2 guys were the ones who emptied the clip. Okay, right? These 2 over here. Okay. The guy was laying down in the street and they continued firing on him. You know, let's go back. We'll watch it again, right? But you're going to see it from a different angle this time. Okay. Again, you're going to see this guy first. You're going to see them drive by him and you don't see him reach no gun and point no gun at anybody. Okay. But now let's go look at this from a different angle.
Video footage right now that I want to share with you. Video footage before the shooting took place, and you'll see the man who was ultimately shot appeared to be quite peaceful. Perhaps he was protesting, and you're going to see here the Border Patrol Gestapo start kind of pushing him. This was taken in somebody's vehicle. Let's play this clip right here.
Unroll your windows. No, you're just spraying inside. Let's go around.
Okay, so that's him right there. Go. He's basically directing traffic. Right now he's filming.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
The agent pushes that woman, sprays him in the face, continues to spray him in the face.
The fuck, people! The fuck is wrong with you? Honestly!
Jesus.
What the fuck did you just do? What the fuck did you just do? What the fuck?
Okay, that's enough.